Hello, hello everybody! Welcome back. Today we're going to do a little bit of Alpha 2 Omega with the Rattlesnakes. We're going to run some Dormant Realms. Hopefully we'll get Snoopy in here pretty soon so we can do those runs. If not, I might get Jinner in here. I don't know. Let me pull up our current Rattlesnake fit here for the bottom right. I believe that one has the information I need. Yep, that's the one I need. Alright. So that's our fit in the bottom right. We are using a passive fit for blitzing these Dormant Realms. You can see we're sitting about 1800 DPS. We're also missing one of our damage skills. So with that, we'd be probably sitting closer to 2000 DPS. We also only have the green warhead charge implant on all three characters at level 10. If we can get our hands on the aerospace implant, that would be preferable. Another thing that we did recently, the market for Flex has come down quite significantly. It was at, yep. So it's come back up after yesterday, but you can see here people are selling quite a bit below market at the time. I think I might just buy everything here. That's pretty cheap. I'll take it. I think I missed my opportunity. Oh well. Anyway, so that means with that drop in flex prices, I was able to get our next month of Omega set up for one of our characters. We're gonna have to probably wait on next month's Concord Pass in order to set up the other two characters with the rest of their flex, but that will get us another month. We're gonna go ahead and grab our
Autopilot engaged.
fuel real quick before we really get into it.
Undocking.
Give some time for people to get in here. Just to give you an idea, that is just our normal resistance across the board with our EHP. Should be
Warp
more than
drive
enough for
active.
level 7.
Warp drive active.
When we can get to it. The reason we're going for a passive fit is kind of because we need all of the extra tank that we can get, and a shield booster just isn't doing enough for me. When you consider the 50,000 shield health that these ships have, and one shield booster is only going to give us about 1,000 every like 6 seconds. um, it would take us, 50 activations to try to fill our shield. So, what is that? That is 5 minutes using that shield booster, approximately, just to try to heal ourselves from nothing to max. It would stave off a little bit of DPS, but it's not worth having over having, like, a yellow, or damage control, or the, shield, extender, which will just give us more shield overall in a shorter amount of time. It'll act kind of like a weaker version of a damage control, with a different cooldown. So we're looking at, like, 25 seconds of this shield extender, and 132 seconds of reactivation time, whereas the damage control, we're getting 13 seconds of near immunity, and 150-second reactivation time. So we kind of have, like, 2 damage controls by running that shield extender. Alright, our next location we have to go to is perimeter.
Autopilot engaged.
I don't know if you want to see the first one in the 3-person view,
Warp
and then we
drive
can swap
active.
over to single. There's not really a whole lot to be watching on the single end, but it's there, so we can just do stuff with it.
Destination reached.
I do have to spend a lot of time looking between each of my 3 characters in Dormant Realm 1,
Autopilot engaged.
especially because of the neutralizers and the Nosferatus. Right now, we don't have a tactical defense implant, so we might have to look
Warp
on the
drive
market for a
active.
general unit that might help us against E-War. I don't know if there's anything that exists. We might want to check, like, shield extender, general units as well,
Destination reached.
or shield hardener general units might be something to consider. We're just gonna go ahead and use this fuel on our ships right now, so that way we can have ourselves fueled up and ready to go. That is 100,000 heavy water, which we're gonna put into our ship, which is 200,000 fuel. Should give us a decent amount of time to be running our group shield boosters. The group shield boosters we're using are the level 7s because I can't run the level 9s right now, and there's none of the faction ones on the market. But between the 3 ships, we'll be getting about 400 per group shield booster. That's about 1,200 in total. We have been having a hell of a time with our internet. I have to see what's going on with that.
Autopilot engaged.
Because that could kill us if we disconnect in the middle of a dormant realm.
Warp drive active.
I might have to set these to, like, high instead of ultra. See how we're running right now. About 70% of my memory is being used.
Warp drive active. Destination docking request accepted.
Let's have a look at some of the general units on the market and see if anything might be worth it for us. We're also going to go ahead and grab our Concord Pass points while we're here. Okay, at 7 or 8 o'clock, we will get our next login day. That won't be too bad. Let's see, how much time do we have left this week? 4 days? I should definitely try to complete as much of this as possible. Get as many points as I can. We still got about 1 more week of Concord Pass after this week, which will probably earn us about 200 or 300 million. We're looking for general units. And we're kind of looking for things that would help us survive. Like a shield recharge modification might be really nice if we were using shield boosters. Unfortunately, we're not. Let's have a look at the shield extender ones. What can you get out of that? Activation time reduced, HP increased. Or you can have reactivation extended, but you could get 50% more shield effect. That might be a really good one because we would go from 7,400 up to like 12,000, but we would have like 160, 170-second reactivation delay. Something to think about there. I wonder if this would help us with our group shield boosters. Capacitor modifications might have something useful for us. Capacity boost, nope, don't need that because I don't have a cap battery. Kinda wish it had an increased Emor resistance. reduce the activation time but increase resistance. Or you can increase the reactivation time, and you'll get an extra 15% upon... still not what I'm looking for. Okay, so none of these really had anything that I feel we would need to survive. It's a little sad that we don't have a faster activation time on the extender as an option. And I don't see anything for hardeners. Okay. The other thing we would be looking for would be a tactical defense implant eventually. Having one of these would make it so we'll have better shield and armor strength, better shield boosting and armor repair amount, better capacitor warfare resistance, and better weapon disruption resistance. It makes a huge difference having the tactical defense implant, but we just don't quite have enough. Hmm, 22 billion. I kinda like the sound of that. Alright, let's see. Who's here right now? Just Jitter? I mean, we should be fine solo like we are. I mean, solo is not really the right term, because we have three characters. I just wish I had a little bit more DPS to go into this. Hey, it kinda is what it is. Ah, I like having people with me. Maybe what we should do is just run some missions while we wait for others to come in. Hey, Snoopy. Do you want to join in? I want to do some Dormant Realms today. I think we can probably just jump straight into level 7, right? We've been doing fine. I know we did... What was the last one we did last week? Level 4? Or level 5? Level 4 last week. I have upgraded my... micro warp drive skill a little bit. Not a whole lot. But it should help me out for my capacitor at least. You can see here. Alright. Are you all set up and ready to go? You have all your, stuff? So I think what I want to do is we're going to run level 5 once, we're going to run level 6 once, and then we'll run level 7 for the rest of the time. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Did I not get you in here? I thought I invited you. There we go. We're going into Title Lock, not Imprison in Silence. We do have drone damage this week, so that's good. What's our plan for this one? Are we doing the, Are we doing what you were talking about and doing the activation on the first turret, and then... Oh, yeah, let me get you back in. Or are we gonna do what we've been doing? Should we practice for level 7 by doing the activations on the first turret, wave 1 and 2, and then moving those characters to the last turret, the last pylon? Okay. Yeah, so I'll have one of my characters activate on the second wave, I guess, of the first turret. And then you're gonna activate the first wave of the first turret, right? And then those two characters will move on to the last one. Right? Okay, cool. So you get the first wave, I'll get the second wave. And then both of my characters will get the middle turret and be just fine.
Undocking.
God. I need to decide which one. Okay, I think I know who. Let me zoom everything out so I can actually see what's going on here. Okay, you activate for the first wave. Good. Okay, I will activate for the second wave. So don't leave quite yet. Okay, here they come.
We're
Activating for
attack.
this. Okay. Now, this one and Susie are gonna go. And these two are going to start heading toward Tower 2 and Tower 5. Just keep going past this tower, Susie. Don't stay here. My other two characters will catch up when they're ready. Okay, that character's gonna activate, which should free you up.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're being warp scrambled. We're being warp scrambled. We're under attack.
Do you have your, thing active yet? Hmm. Having internet issues. Pretty sure. Yep. This could be bad. Oh, come on, you. Well, it's a good thing we have a lot of IP. Dang it. And this is a long disconnect. Yep, straight out of the game. Hopefully all my modules are still going. I don't know. Yeah, all dead.
We're under attack.
Nope, never mind. Okay, we're fine.
We're
We're
under
fine.
attack.
Yeah. That's, a little sketchy when it does that to you.
Docking request accepted.
I mean, that's not bad for time. I feel like I don't really need the Webifier. I'd rather have another Nosferatu or a secondary group shield booster on all my ships. The web really doesn't feel necessary right now because we're killing almost all of the small ships with no problem. It'd be a little different if we were running the Cobra with about 1 million EHP, which is kinda where I need to be. Yeah, I only have 3 mid slots, so I have to go like 1 Nosferatu and 2 group shield boosters. Okay, let's move up to number 6. Yeah, I don't think I want to do 8 with these rattlesnakes. Even 6 is making me a little bit... Yeah, I need to check to see if maybe it's my internet line having issues. But I don't have issues any other time, it's just when I'm playing Eve Echoes. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it would be better if we stayed together or not. I know it would be a little bit slower, but we could clear out enemies a little easier. I know at level 7, I don't want to be away from people or splitting up like that. In level 6, we should be fine to do the split. But maybe that's where we should practice just being together and clearing things out. And then at level 7, we'll have 100 time. Time doesn't really matter that much, yeah. We're already gonna be, like, way faster than most people running this. So... I mean, let's face it, how many people are running 4-man, Star Melodies in this? I don't think there's that many, especially when time takes, like, 20 minutes on some of the fastest runs. So yeah, let's just try to stay together, see what that does for us. And maybe that'll help us with our activations as well, because we were in that last one for quite a while before we had our activations back up and running.
Undocking.
Like I said, you get your first, you're in the first wave. I'll get the second wave.
We're under attack.
I know that I want to try to be, like, the top of our level. So if we can get, like, the fastest time at level 7, I think we'd be pretty good.
We're under attack.
Okay, we're gonna go for the next tower here. Ah, shit. I fucked that up. That's what I get for going too fast. RIP. When everything is so small, you accidentally activate your module too fast. Ah, darn it. Okay, we're just gonna have to fight this wave.
We're being warp scrambled. We're under attack. We're under attack.
That wasn't too bad to get through that wave. Wait for the next wave of enemies.
We're under attack.
Hi, Jenner. How you doing today?
We're under attack. We're under attack.
I'm just gonna let him be. Okay, so you've got the first wave. Ooh, nice. 40k is really nice.
We're under attack.
Got our next wave.
We're under attack.
Should actually be able to clear this pretty good. Alright, that should be the end of it. Yeah. There we go. So doing it
Docking
that
request
way,
accepted.
I was actually able to get 2 bubbles off in that last wave. Which kind of cleared things that little bit faster. I don't know. I mean, we were still a minute slower because I messed up on the middle. So we'll see how that goes at level 7. But 10 minutes is not bad. Out of curiosity, what kind of times are they running for level 7s? Wow, 8 minutes. Jeez, at level 10. Okay, so you've got... You did level 8 at 34 minutes. That's pretty funny. But I think we can come in above these guys at 13 minutes. What do you think? Think we can blitz that? And actually have like a decent run and not messing up? I don't know about level 8. You're like one of only 3 people that ran level 8. Yeah. It's 20 minutes solo, so for us, we should be coming in like maybe 11 minutes. I don't know. Maybe 10 minutes, depending if I actually do it right. All we can do is try, right? If we can complete it, I can get the blue warhead charge, which would help me greatly. At least with the blue warhead charge, I can choose, like, explosive damage.
Undocking.
Alright, so... You're gonna activate on the first wave with your Solar Melody? I'm gonna go ahead and activate my group shield boosters here. Should pretty much kill everything in here. I'm thinking maybe we should go with, like, capacitor transmitters instead of Nosferatus. Okay, I'm gonna activate on this wave. That comes out. Yeah, I'm thinking if we put, like, group capacitor boosters, at least on my ships, we might be pretty okay, because I'm really not using my Nosferatu. Things are dying way too quick.
We're being warp scrambled. We're being warp scrambled.
Okay, we're gonna kind of start aligning out here. Gonna orbit Tower 2. Turn off my group shield booster so I can save one activation at least. You can see we're all kind of moving together to get to this tower. Okay, we're gonna deactivate our micro-warp drives now. Activate the group shield boosters again. Activate one of my Star Melody nanocores. And start locking up everything I can. Anything that survives, we will kill with our drones and our missiles. Hopefully we kill everything just before it gets out of range. That is the goal. If anything gets out of range, it can be a problem. Okay, we're gonna get the next wave here in a minute. Yeah, I'm thinking group capacitor boosters for my ships might be a lot better, because we're just killing things way too quick to use a Nosferatu. And here comes the next wave in just a moment. Here comes the wave. I'm gonna wait for just a moment, let everything spawn in, and then we nuke.
We're under
Okay,
attack.
Storm Melody is active. And start locking up whenever we can. If you feel like you're being threatened, you do have the damage control to activate, and we also have the shield extender, just to get you through that first part of the wave.
We're under attack.
Okay, so everything left over here is going to have to be killed.
We're under attack.
You see that one guy that's 57 kilometers away? We're just gonna ignore him because he is not important to us. We need to kill everything within 10 kilometers for this turret to finish. Okay, I'm gonna start heading toward Tower 5, which is in the middle here. We're also gonna save our group shield boosters as much as possible. And we're gonna move on to the next tower. By now, Snoopy should have his activation back up and running. Let me know in chat, Snoopy, if you do have that. You'll see it activate on the first wave if he does as well. Okay, yep, it's ready for Snoopy, so as soon as we enter this last tower here, a wave is going to spawn. He's going to activate his, or her, Star Melody. We're going to take off our micro warp drives here, start getting everything locked up. This is one of those times where you might want to use your damage control as well, just like in this early wave. Get you through it if you're being targeted. Let's go ahead and activate our group shield boosters here. Give us a little bit of HP back.
We're under attack.
Okay, on this next wave, I am going to activate my Storm Melody. And I think we're just going to have one. We might have one more near the end of this activation because it's 40 seconds away. I'm going to wait just a couple more seconds. There we go. Going to activate.
We're under attack.
And that will start to nuke everything in sight. We're going to unlock this guy that's 60 kilometers away. It's not worth us even trying. We want to kill things within 10. So, we're going to go ahead and use our damage control just to get through this wave. The group shield boosters will give us more than enough tank. And we got our next activation up, so we're going to go ahead and use that as well. Just to clear out this wave a little bit more. It's actually really nice that you get this extra activation right at the end. Just to help clear it out that little bit faster. And there we go. That should give us our clear for this Dormant realm. And that is how you blitz a Tidal Lock 1-7 with 4 Star Melody nanocores.
Docking request accepted.
Alright, now that I'm done with what I wanted to turn into a video. Yes, no, I do not have a Star Melody nanocore for my super carriers. I love these I love these. If I had any super carrier nanocore, it would be the Starbreak nanocore, personally. I just want that. That would have been funny. But I would much prefer having the tank from uh Starbreak. Alright, that went really well this time. I like that. That was a really good time. And there was no real threat either. Which is fantastic. Honestly, if we can run 7s, I'd rather run 7s. Give me just a minute, I'll be back. Alright, I am back. That was really good. I feel like that went way better than I thought it would. Oh, damn, I kinda wanted to get those capacitor boosters. We don't need it right now, but at higher Dormant realms, I think that would be very necessary. Especially if they're needing us so hard. A Nosferatu's... One Nosferatu probably isn't gonna be enough, but 3 group capacitor boosters is gonna be way better, I think. 3 or 4. If I had the Cobra, I'd be running 6 group capacitor boosters. It eats up fuel, though. Alright, here we go.
Undocking.
Yeah, I really think that if you have a super, you really should be running Starbreak or...
We're under attack.
Yeah, the battleships at at level 8 are really nasty, aren't they? Oh my god. You just see all the heals pop up every time we cycle. It's hilarious. Next wave.
We're under attack. We're being warp scrambled.
Honestly, I'm so happy that the rattlesnakes are able to handle this. I really thought this was going to be a lot worse for us. Especially only being like a week into Tech 8. I'm super impressed. Okay, wait up just a minute before you get in there.
We're under attack.
Okay, next wave when it's ready. Once I'm in a position where I'm just like don't care about fuel anymore, I can run these modules all the time and it won't matter. Okay, here comes the next wave.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Give my ships just a minute to get up and running here.
We're under attack.
I think I'm gonna need at least one more activation here. Okay, we're gonna have my activation here in a minute.
We're under attack.
Yeah, since we're doing it this way, I'm having a lot easier time with
We're
my
under
capacitor.
attack.
I was like 24 seconds from getting another activation.
Docking request accepted.
925. That is awesome. That's like probably a perfect run, aside from having just better skills for the micro warp drive, so I can go faster. That is actually insane. So we can do 2 more runs at level 7, and then we'll call it a day. Easy
Undocking.
going. Not even breaking a sweat. Oh, your core is still on cooldown? Oh no. I guess I'll, yeah, mine is on cooldown too. I guess I can do this. Don't activate yours. Hold on to yours for now. I'll just use my 2 characters that are up and running.
We're under attack.
Okay, let me
We're under
activate.
attack.
Should get one more activation out, which will
We're under attack.
get close to him. Okay, where's the tower spawns? I'm kind of using this top character just to see where all 3 of my characters are, and base everything on that. Okay, you're gonna activate on the first wave. Snoopy, I think you should be off cooldown now. Oh, hell. That's a bad time. Seriously? Okay, so this character...
We're being warp scrambled. We're under attack. under attack. We're under attack.
Okay, my cores are working on coming off cooldown soon.
We're under attack.
It's funny that we actually went so fast that our cores cannot keep up with us.
We're under attack.
All actually impressive, I will say. Next wave.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
That guy's a little bit quick. But our drones are keeping up. That was a rough run. But it still worked just fine.
Docking request accepted.
Okay, let's get one more in here. Let's wait about 30 seconds or so. Do you remember seeing if your nanocore came off cooldown? I did not check mine. I think we still had a little bit of time left till our nanocore came off. Okay.
Undocking.
Yeah, I've got about 20 seconds on my cooldowns. But we'll be good if you activate on the first wave. I forgot to turn off my micro warp drive. Okay, here we go. Next one soon.
We're being warp scrambled.
Yeah. Gonna wait for the tower to spawn. Just gonna leave our stuff running here. I don't know, I kinda wanna save the fuel. It's only like 1 or 2 activations I'm saving, but right now I don't have a whole lot of fuel. I actually really like the fit that we've got going. Um, I'm still, like, not completely certain on the field extender. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to go with, like, a targeting sub-controller. I don't think there's any reason not to have a targeting sub-controller on here. It just takes way too long to lock. It might also be worth our time to get some kind of, capacitor reduction on the micro warp drive, or speed enhancement on the micro warp drive. I don't know. There's a lot to be done with this kind of a fit. And especially in the way that we're running the Dormant Realm. Makes it really easy to try to fit differently. If you're not going to have capacitor anyway, or you're not going to need a whole ton of capacitor, you might as well just run about as hard as you can.
We're under attack.
Is your, thing off cooldown? You should be. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm really happy with these rattlesnakes. I am so glad we went with the rattlesnake and not like another ship. I'm sure the other ships would have been fine for this. Like, I almost want to see what the Nightmare would have done with this. I think it would be really funny to have had the Nightmare running like this. Honestly, the Nightmare might actually be better for doing the higher tier.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Yeah, I think I'll get a level 3 targeting subcontroller as my engineering rig. And then I don't know. I guess I'll throw on some capacitor. Star Melody Nightmare would be so much fun. Good stuff.
Docking request accepted.
Nice and easy. Alright, so let's see what we've got for this week on the alphas. So we had all of our first completions. We were in level 5, level 6, and now level 7. Our fastest time was 9 minutes and 25 seconds. Good lord. Talk about blitzing missions. I love it. I love taking a mission that would normally be like 20 minutes long, like 15 to 20 minutes, and having that. That's awesome. All of our loot will be in Gina, since we are docked here in Gina. I'm gonna move a few things over before we get going here. Stack all. Stack all. Yeah, this is such a blast. I love it. Okay, so this is gonna be our full loot from this week. These are our level 5 runs. Let's see here. Micro warp drive. Nope, that's afterburner output. Okay, inertia stabilizer thing. Interesting. Nothing else too crazy. I do like that we've gotten a few of these depth neural compilers. We're going to use those in just a minute. Okay, here's our level 6 run. We got remote shield output, sensor dampening. We got energy Nosferatu, another inertia thing. Nice, good amount of clone-bound stuff. Next is our level 7 runs. This will be the most that we've gotten out of this. This will be the most money our alphas have made so far. Let's see what we've got. I did see an implant there. So we've got an experimental high power coil. We'll put that in and level that up to 10. We got a level 6 tracking disruption, not worth anything I don't think. Level 1 cap battery, kinda not worth anything. But we did get that experimental high power, and we did get 41 million ISK. This character over here got 40 million ISK. Nothing crazy here so far. Maybe the omnidirectional might be worth something. That would be really nice if it was actually worth that, actually. Maybe I'll consider selling that. This last character, we got a level 6 target painter. Might be worth something here. And no buy orders, but a couple of people selling stuff. Okay, next is our first run completion boxes. This one's going to give us a bunch of compilers. Clone bound, of course. The next one is our level 6 completion, which will also give us compilers. And then we have our level 7, which gives us a guaranteed blue warhead charge implant. With that, we will be able to choose electromagnetic or explosive damage for our main damage type. And we'll get like a 30% DPS bonus. Let's go ahead and stack everything. Have a look at our totals here. So the only character that really got anything extra here would be this experimental high power coil. Nice to have. Give us a little bit of shield boost and stuff. Yeah, I'm super happy with the performance of the alphas. I really did not expect them to perform this well. We could choose to sell these neurons. I think that would be like 5 million for that. We get like 20 million for that, so we should really probably sell those and then hold on to our blueprints, maybe? We should just sell the blueprints. I think we sell the blueprints. That's quite a bit of ISK for us. We would make a lot more if we had skills and we would build these. I'm wondering if we should get some coveters. If we got ourselves a coveter too, or a coveter, we could get all the minerals that we need to build these green compilers. And that would give us a small amount of income over time as well. Alright. I like it. Let's go ahead and input our implants here. Super excited to have these. So you'll see this one says fittable. Gonna go ahead and fit that. I think I'm also gonna go ahead and upgrade that. I kind of want to hold off for the warhead charge though. So we're gonna go into development of these others. When you have another implant level that is above your normal, you will be given this little upgrade icon here. You do not lose your levels, you just gain the benefits of the next tier up. So now we can go up to a pretty good level. Level 13 on our implant here. Nice. So the reason why we can't use these is because they're only allowed to be used with, I think, the green nanocore, but we were maxed out on the green nanocore. If I go to this character, and I want to upgrade this one, I think I can use those neural compilers. We can. So that'll put it at level 5. So very nice. Let's go ahead and sell these other things here. Ooh, that is nice that we got this purple compiler blueprint. That's gonna be like 100 million there. Ooh, 150 million. That was worth it. Nice. That'll really help this character catch up. Payday. 13 below market is a little rough, but I'll take it. 5 million is 5 million. I'll take 20 million as well. Yeah, it's so crazy watching the Star Melody Nanocore go absolutely nuts in Dormant Realm. Alright, let's see if any of these things we can actually sell for an amount. No, it's not gonna give us any buy orders, unfortunately. Okay. But what will give us buy orders is if we reprocess. Let me see if any of these will give a buy order as well. This one might have a couple, like 100 there, 100 there. Yeah, it's better if we just reprocess. Okay, so with that, we should have some bioorders here. I mean, 9,000 is not a whole lot. 25,000 isn't a whole lot. 70,000. 16,000. 150,000. So it's like maybe a million or so. Yeah, I can't wait to see Jinner super soon. Alright, so that was our Dormant Realm for the week. We made quite a good impact on our account. We learned a few things that we need to do. So let's go ahead and do that. I think these characters doing level 7 will be just fine. I don't really know if we need to go to level 10. You're throwing a bubble? Let me show you how it's done. Then do it. So we need to get ourselves a engineering rig, at least. And we're looking for the targeting system subcontroller. Very inexpensive, gives you 30% better lock time, pretty much, give or take. It is definitely worth us having. It'll also help us with our grinding in high sec as well. Because the faster we can lock targets and start shooting them, the faster we can get done with our mission. We don't really need all of the capacitor control, so let's go ahead and do that. This is definitely something you want to be doing as you're going along, just kind of thinking about how you can make your grinding easier and more comfortable. What are you going, about? 2.8 billion for 2 level 4 targeting? Oof. Or you can spend 7 million for level 3. I don't know. How much percent is it? Is it 40%? Like, if you were gonna integrate with 2P 80%, oh, 35%? Ew. You'd be better off doing like a 2P 80% integration on all of these with capacitor and targeting time. Or like a 2P 70% would be fine as well. You'd still be getting quite a lot of benefit out of that. Oh, I'm so happy that worked. And I will think about the capacitor, the group capacitor transmitter, because it is quite a bit slower than a Nosferatu, but we don't necessarily need it either. We could probably just go with 3 group shield boosters and never die. In level 7, that is. I mean, that means we would be putting out, pretty much 1,200. It's more like 1140 something healing per all 3 cycles on the ship, on each ship. And if each ship is outputting that, you're looking at like 3,000 to 5,000 kind of healing, depending on if you've got 3 or 4 ships. Even just on one ship, 1,000 something is quite a bit of extra healing that you can get in. And all it's costing you is the fuel that you're farming in high sec anyway. We did tear through quite a bit of our fuel, though, running like that. Yeah, 1876 every 20 seconds with 4 of them is kinda crazy. It's not, like, overpowered for like, one ship, because a shield booster will put that out in 12 seconds. But when you have 4 ships running it like that, there's no reason not to, you know? It's the same idea with Dormant Realm 2, where you'll have a bunch of ships running those group shield boosters to keep your Nightmare or Fiend alive. And that's just how it works. I'm super pleased. Between the 4 ships that we've got going here, my 3 Rattlesnakes and your Cobra, it makes Dormant 1, like, a breeze. Alright, I think I will end this here. We did really good today. But I need to go spam help chat and local with my Wyvern contract. I'll pretty much take any super. Aeon or Wyvern would be preferable. I don't really want the Hell or the Nyx. They're more DPS oriented, and I need tank. So Aeon or Wyvern would be the best option for me. Alright, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate all the support that you've given me and all the help that you've been, to me. Like, I can't thank you enough. I don't even have the words to say. My brain is so scattered between wanting to thank you so much and talk about these alphas and being happy about our runs. So many thoughts. This will make a really great showcase, so I'm gonna take maybe a clip out of here from one of our better Dormant Realm runs, and I will put it up. So, thank you all for the support, and the alphas are going great. I am so happy with the alphas. Take care, and be safe. I will see you very soon. I don't know exactly when, maybe Saturday. So, take care. I will see you soon.